Welcome back to Just Another Stitch. For those that don't know me, my name is Connie, and if you're new to my channel, I'd like to welcome you. Well, today's video may be a little bit longer than usual. I have a lot I want to talk about today. But first, I want to show you the latest finished projects that was submitted to me. So I'm going to let you see those now. Don't you just love their finished projects? They did a really awesome job. And if you have any completed projects that you would like me to include in a video, all you have to do is email me at justanotherstitch2020@gmail.com, or I have a Facebook group and I have a post that you can post your completed projects to appear in my videos. And those links, well, the link for my Facebook group and my email address is in the description box below. And I have a shout out today. This is a very, very new channel. So far, they only have one video on their channel, and it's not a yarn related video, but they're about to start doing yarn related videos. So y'all go check her out. The channel's name is Wanda TheBackwardsWrongsideCrocheter, and I'm going to put that linked in the description box to her channel. So let's go support her, show her our love. And if you have a YouTube channel, if you would like a shout out, or if you know of another channel that's, just starting out, a newer channel, let me know and I'd be happy to give a shout out. So I am finally caught up on my temperature blanket, and I was worried if I would even be caught up in time for filming this video, because I've been busy lately and I haven't gotten as much crocheting and knitting done, but I am caught up. And this past week, the average temperature was in the 60s. And the high for the week was 85 degrees and the low 35 degrees. So that shows you how all over the place our temperatures are in Louisiana. So let me show you my temperature blanket. It's actually starting to get long now, a good size length now. And I have finally gone back to working on my ocean sea turtle blanket, which I did 3 rows last night, and I plan to work on it some more today. And I'll show y'all the progress of that. And y'all probably forgotten what it looked like since it's been so long since I've worked on it. But this is, and I'm about to be getting really into the second color of the blanket. And one thing I want to point out to y'all too, where, as you see, I have all these stitch markers. You see how I have them? And I have them throughout the blanket. And the reason that I do this is, this pattern, it's a repeat. So you do the stitches and you keep having to repeat it across the whole blanket. So to make sure that I'm not messing up on my stitch count, I place the stitch markers at the end of the repeat. So that way, if I make a boo-boo, I can catch it easily. But I'll be so excited whenever I get this blanket finished, because I can't wait. Because I've always loved that blanket. Every time I would see it online, I'm like, I want to make one, and now I am. As a lot of y'all probably noticed, I have uploaded the waistcoat stitch tutorials. And I did have difficulty with this tutorial where I actually had to film it 3 times. The first time I got mixed up on it because I was trying to do a flat panel for my tutorial, and I didn't realize that there was a difference. And before I uploaded it, I caught myself, like, I kept wondering why the V's were upside down. And that's when I went back and looked at other tutorials, and I realized that I needed to do the tutorial in the round, because the tutorials I've done lately, it's all tutorials that should cover all the stitches that's in my first pattern that I'm writing up, which that pattern's still in the testing phase. But as soon as my testers finish with it and I make the changes that they suggest to the pattern, I will be uploading it to Ravelry, and I will announce that whenever it's ready. But anyway, so that was my misadventures the first time filming. Then I refilmed and I uploaded it, and I started getting feedback that it was difficult to see the stitches. So I decided to redo it, which I think this time, you know, the feedback I've gotten, people have said that you could see it a lot better this time. But but I have those tutorials, and I personally think the waistcoat stitch is a beautiful stitch. And I'm curious, you know, if y'all have tried the stitch since I've started talking about it, or since I posted the tutorial. So let me know in the comments below, and let me know how it's going. Another thing I'd like to talk about is giveaways, future giveaways. And I know I've been mentioning that I plan to do a giveaway soon, and I do. It's just taking longer than I expected. I ordered some gloss to do a glossy finish on my crochet hooks that I'm making, and I'm going to show you what I'm referring to with a crochet hook that this is one that Krystal, the cat lady, had made for me that I won in a giveaway. And a lot of y'all ask me when y'all see this crochet hook in my tutorials if I made it, and no, I did not. This was made by Krystal, and she does really lovely work. And I'm going to show, but that's one that she had made for me. And I love this crochet hook. This is my favorite crochet hook. And anyway, and I know Krystal was at least selling them. I think she still is. But you might want to get with her if you're interested in a hook. And she's really affordable, you know, if she's still selling them. But I'm almost positive she is. But anyway, but if you notice on the hook, it has like a glossy look. And I want to do that with the ones that I'm starting to make. And I had ordered the gloss finish off of eBay, which they're slower with shipping. And it's like I would have ordered it off of Amazon, but I wasn't ordering enough to get free shipping, and I don't have Prime right now. So I'm just waiting for that to come in, and then I'll get that made for the giveaway that I'm doing, along with, there'll be a few other goodies in the giveaway too. But anyway, but that's what's going on with that. But I do have a really fun idea that I'm going to be doing, and it's going to be a game giveaway. And I think y'all will really enjoy this. I'm going to leave y'all in suspense, though. Y'all won't know how it's going to work until I actually post the giveaway. But talking about games, I also have other ideas that I plan to do for some game giveaways down the road. And one thing that I do want to do too, at some point I'm going to do a live bingo. So that's going to be in the works for down the road. Um, let's see. Oh, I also, how I had mentioned, I want to do a giveaway where I get other content creators involved, kind of like how Priscilla and Jeannie did. I still plan to do that. I'm not sure when yet, but that is something that I have on my list of ideas for the giveaways to do in the future. Um, but yeah, be expecting a giveaway. I'm hoping I'll be able to post it by the end of this week. I want to remind everybody that I will be going live Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I hope that y'all can make it to my live, and I'd really like to get to know everybody better. Um, the way that I've been doing my lives, typically I do a Q&A style, and I allow y'all to ask me questions. And also I have a list of questions that, I'll ask a question, then I'll give my answer, and I'll let everyone share their answers in the chat. And I ask a bunch of different questions, and we all have a good time. And one thing I do want to ask though too, if there's any questions that you would like to see me asking on a live, feel free to let me know. You can suggest it in the comments. You can email me, or just if you have some ideas that could help me for future questions too, that would be awesome. I do have my schedule for my live videos in the description box below, and probably in a couple of weeks I will be adding a third spot to my live schedule, which I'll be letting y'all know once I'm ready to start doing that third spot. But now I want to share with y'all something cute and funny from my childhood. Growing up, my dad was always really, really into fishing, and my oldest brother too. So I grew up with fish, and like we always had more fish than what we knew what to do with, where we would constantly give fish away. So I'm going to show y'all some pictures of me with fish. So I hope y'all got a good laugh from those pictures. But one thing though, there is a chance the picture of me sleeping with the fish, my dad could have actually planted that fish after I fell asleep, where he may have just wanted to have that funny photo opportunity. But I'm curious, do y'all have any funny or cute stories from your childhood that you would like to share? If so, you know what to do. Let me know in the comments. In cat news today. Well, today I have a good bit of cat news for y'all. Allie has been something else this past week. There was one day that she was sleeping on the seat of the computer chair. Well, I go to get on the computer, and I go to pick her up to move her. And normally, if you go to pick up Allie, she does not like being picked up. I mean, I don't think any cat really does, but you got to be really careful picking her up, because she'll start squirming, and a lot of times she'll get you with her claws, or like I like to refer to them as razors. So I was shocked. She was actually letting me pick her up and hold her. So I go to sit down, and I'm holding her, and she goes to fall asleep on me. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. So I'm needing to type some stuff. So I'll go to try to put her down. Well, Allie wasn't having any of that. She wanted me to hold her. Or wanted to stay on me type thing. And she hissed at me when I tried to put her down. And on another occasion, Allie has this tendency that, like, she'll just stand right in front of, like, the food and water dish. And sometimes you'll see her falling asleep in front of it. Well, this time that she fell asleep, she put her head was in the food dish. And I noticed it. And I'm like, Frank, look. And I think whenever I spoke to him, it disturbed her and woke her up. And you could tell she was out of it when she starts waking up. A piece of food falls off her face. It was cute and funny. Then, like I said, I have a lot to tell y'all about Allie. Then, on another thing with Allie, she tends to like getting on the back of the computer chair. And she has spurts with it. And I'm waiting for her to do this to me on a live video. But the thing is, sometimes she'll lose her balance. And when she loses, she falls. And then she gets you with her claws. And it hurts. Now, Sophie has I don't have much to tell y'all on Sophie. Well, Sophie's still hanging out in the back of the house a lot. And she mostly comes out in the morning. And usually when she comes out, you start petting her. And she just gets really, really lovable. She'll start meowing like crazy. Starts purring. But that's really all I have to tell you about her. And actually, I'm shocked. She's still actually in the front of the house today. She hasn't gone back to the back yet. I don't know. Maybe she's finally decided to move on. Because I find with my cats, they'll have a spot for a week or two, maybe a month, and they're in that spot. Then they move on to another spot, and they kind of just recycle their spots. Where all of a sudden they'll go back to that initial spot. But now I do have some news to do with the stray cats. We had one night where we heard a noise and it sounded like someone was knocking on the door. Well, evidently it was one of the strays outside that made the noise. Because Frank answers the door, nobody's there. Then, yesterday, you know how I said that I think Tabby has kittens? And I've seen the one that I showed y'all the picture of. And one time I did see two others, but I just briefly saw them. Just enough to know that they existed. Well, yesterday, one of the other ones was around the porch area. And this one is a little black one. And it has just like a little touch of white. It looks kind of like Tux, but with less white. And I really believe Tux is the father of the kittens. But I mean, this kitten's so cute. And Allie saw the kitten, and I just she's looking outside the door, just watching the kitten, and she's getting excited, meowing. Which kind of shocked me because Allie doesn't like other cats. She really doesn't. So then you would hear the kitten meowing outside too. And it was just so sweet. So that's everything that's been going on with the cats. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel. Please like this video. Please share this video on your social media platforms. Which, speaking of which, I am now on Twitter, which I have that linked in the description box below too. But yes, please help my channel grow by sharing my videos. And I hope everyone has a fabulous Yarny day. Be the light and bye!